Be part of the next generation of greenhouses where we take a sustainable approach to improve the greenhouse yield. Statistics show that there are around 900 greenhouse horticulture farms in the Netherlands, with more than 90 square kilometers of greenhouse expertise to share. This is roughly 3.5 times the size of the Canadian greenhouses, based on surface area alone. In the Northern Europe, the imports of fresh vegetables have increased, leading to import expenditures of several million euros. The greenhouses in the Northern Europe are now in a need of greater yields of fresh produce throughout the year. This has been hampered by climatic conditions and long cold winters. Furthermore, this increases the dependency of fresh produce imports. We know that carbon dioxide is a greenhouse gas responsible for global warming. The conventional practices such as CO2 generators, burning haystacks, and paraffin heaters are highly emissive, releasing over 5,900 million metric tons of CO2 equivalent directly into the atmosphere each year. We partner with Carbion, use its highly advanced and newly patented technology to capture CO2 directly from the air and provide the greenhouse farmers a sustainable alternative to high-quality CO2. Greenhousezen is an intermediary company based in the Netherlands, acting between CO2 producers and the greenhouses on a goal to provide a smart solution. Through extensive research and innovation, Greenhousezen offers a unique, cost-effective solution to provide high-quality CO2 in a sustainable and non-emissive way. By doing so, we aim to achieve a reduced market dependency upon the fresh produce imports in the food industry of the future. We also provide green credits by partnering with the green financing companies globally, providing opportunities for industries worldwide to reduce carbon emissions and take part in the green transition. To elaborate how the green credits under the emission trading scheme works, the EU distributes a number of carbon units to the nations that sign the treaty. These units set a limit in the level of emissions, which is equivalent to the total amount of CO2 the country is permitted to emit, which is less than the anticipated emissions. Some countries are so successful in controlling their emissions that they do not require their carbon units, while other countries struggle to control their emissions and seek to buy units from other nations. The price of tradable units depends on how many there are in the circulation and vary based on supply and demand. Heavy industries are often responsible for large emissions. Therefore, they need to make the largest contribution towards emission reduction. Let's look at an example. Factory A and Factory B both have been allocated carbon units from their authorities. Factory A decides to reduce its emissions by implementing climate-friendly measures, and their efforts are so successful that they have carbon units to spare. These can then be sold. Factory B, on the other hand, is unable to reduce its emissions and has to buy carbon units from Factory A. However, Factory B can also cover its emissions by investing in CO2 reducing measures in Factory C. The authorities can still provide Factory B carbon units equivalent to the reductions provided in the Factory C. Carbon dioxide provides for an excellent supplement for greenhouses to increase the crop yield, provide efficient temperature control during winters, improve the taste, color, and shelf life of the crops, provide a faster rate of flowering, large-sized crops, and the ability to grow uniquely rich crop varieties in any geographical location. Greenhousezen creates value by providing consultation for CO2 dosage, bottled transportation and on-site assembly, repair and maintenance for CO2 equipments, green credits, sustainability schemes and carbon offsets, and finally promoting the green market and improving the local food industry. Greenhousezen's market value is expected to rise because the demand for direct captured CO2 is increasing as the EU imposes measures to achieve net zero by 2050. The profit in the first 18 months is expected to reach about €25,000, achieving an overall profit of 3%, which is a strong performance for a startup company. Some internationally recognized companies buying carbon offsets are Alphabet, Cemex, Disney, General Motors, Microsoft, and Shell. Greenhousezen is backed by financial partners globally, including business angels, government funding, venture capitals, and companies seeking green credits. So, are you ready for the green transition?